Well, what's also been showing plenty of green is the auto sector. And that's thanks to the massive GST cuts that were announced. So we've seen good numbers from most of the OEMs, whether it's four-wheelers or two-wheelers. And for the time being, we're putting the spotlight on a two-wheeler major, two-wheeler and three-wheeler major, actually, Bajaj Auto. Well, the company's come out with a strong set of numbers for September in terms of sales. We have Mr. Rakesh Sharma, Executive Director of the company, joining in. Mr. Sharma, thank you so much for being with us, sir. And festive greetings to you, season's greetings to you. It's definitely been a good Dasara and a good Navratri, I guess, right? For the sector and for you, because I don't remember actually how many months, maybe you can jog our memory, that sales have gone back above that threshold level of 5 lakh units a month. Now, the question, sir, is whether this was the pop because the cuts were announced or whether this will sustain beyond the festive period as well. Your thoughts?
Good morning and best wishes to all of you too. Yeah, it's been a rocking 11 days of festive. And I can tell you that at least I was trying to sort of go back in history. And if I just look at these 11 days and compare them in the past, I think we've never hit this level. So we're hoping that this run continues right to the end of festive. And I think there is a very, very positive sentiment out there. There is the very tangible benefit of disposable income impact because of the cut across the categories in GST. And I would say more than that, there is a very strong intangible component to the support we are seeing, which is I'm sensing that the customers are seeing a more benign environment in the future. So when you combine the tangible and the intangible, it's generating a good amount of tailwind.
Sir, so, I mean, you managed to capture just about, I think, 8 days of the tax cut in September. Now, the bulk of it flows in October. So fair to expect a similar run rate, 5 lakh units plus in October as well?
Well, the 5 lakh units, Supi, which you're referring to is has a very big component of exports for us.
Oh, yes.
And, that, of course, is doing very well. As I've been saying, we expect to continue that tempo of growth in exports. And I would say that certainly in October, we'll up the game. And in Q3, we'll up the game in exports as well. So, yes. And see, September is a bit difficult to read when you look at it calendar-wise, because the first 21 days, what happened was, as the news percolated in the industry, people held back their purchases. Then when the festive started, all that suppressed demand also poured in. Now, some of that suppression of demand poured in those 9 days, and some of it could spill over into October. So it's very difficult to read the numbers and come to a precise growth rate calculation. But having said that, like I said...
So let's break it down, sir. Let's break it down. The two different markets. Local is different. Exports is different. Yes. So let me, ask you that question again, more from a local market perspective, and then we'll talk exports. How confident are you of, say, this time domestic sales were at 3.25 lakh units. Should we expect 3.5 lakhs, maybe more, maybe even inching towards 4 lakhs? I'm just talking local sales now, since the sentiment is so buoyant, as you say.
See, at a retail level, certainly it will be higher and than the number you're saying. But also by end of October, we will get into a destocking mode, because November and December will be much smaller months before the whole thing starts to pick up in Jan. So billing, as we call it, or sales to dealers perspective, the domestic sales will be lower. But from a retail perspective, I think we should break that retail number which you just quoted.
Okay, all right. Hi, Mr. Sharma. Good to have you on the show as always. You're expecting exports momentum to continue. So should we be working with a 2 lakh number for the coming month? Do you get there? Point number one. Point number two, on the domestic front, as you're saying, it's been rocking. Y'all are rocking as much as the industry, rocking more than the industry, or a little less?
Well, on exports, certainly the idea is to breach the 2 lakh, and that, there are a lot of things which are very, very positive. I would say that among the top 30 countries, which account for 80% of our sales, they're doing very well. We are outpacing the industry by at least 50%. LATAM has had its highest ever sales till now. So that's doing very well. So yes, we will hope that we can reach the 2 lakh mark in Q3. In the domestic industry, I can tell you that between August and September, for which we have done some analysis, we have gained market share sequentially. But exactly what's happening during the festive, I must say, it's very difficult to read, and we'll wait for the dust to settle down to see how we are doing. But I think everyone is in a very positive sort of a zone right now.
Okay, all right, got that. Growing better than the industry, gaining market share, the street would like to hear that. Well, what about Chetak's supply constraint issues, that rare earth issue, magnets issue? That was what was hampering, right? Some operational performance. Has that got resolved? Are we close to a resolution?
Yeah, that's more or less behind us in terms of restarting our production and getting it up to the levels which we are used to. And you know that we lost a lot of market share because of that. But I'm very happy to say that, September rebounded. Just to give you some numbers, and by August, we had sunk to a low of 11%, but we exited market share, but we exited September at about 19%, and the nose is pointing upwards. So we would be looking to now, based on the supply chain coming back, we will be looking to sort of expand our market share. But these 9-10 days have done extremely well, because, this was also a factor which all of you were also asking, that how will the GST cut impact the electric vehicle business? And we have not seen any adverse impact as of now. That segment is growing strongly as well.
Final question before we let you go, Mr. Sharma. Give us a sense about discounting on ground and what are the inventory levels?
Well, the inventory levels are geared up to service this big spike. So, but I guess by end of October, the inventory levels should normalize. And, the biggest discount which is there in the market is the one which was handed by the Prime Minister. So I don't think we need any more discounts than that. There may be some financing offers here and there, because there's also a good opportunity for retail finance companies to improve their penetration. But really, we are not seeing too much of discounting.
All right, Mr. Sharma, good to have you on the show. You seem to be revving up the engine. Wishing you better times ahead. We look forward to having a chat with you as the festive season does progress.